Andrei, cos'è l'arte?
Короче говоря, мне кажется, что для того, чтобы строить любую концепцию, в частности, взгляд на искусство, следует прежде всего ответить на другой вопрос, гораздо более важный и общий. Вообще, зачем человек живет? В чем смысл человеческого существования?
Ready?
Yep.
Right. So we found our calling, if you will. We've reached and stretched to attain knowledge and skill. We've honed our talents in some areas, and in others, we've started as beginners. We're comfortable here. We long for a grander purpose. So we ask, why do we do this? What inspires us to create art? And for whom do we create?
From where did Lewis find his wisdom to share with millions of hungry, questioning minds? How did Steven become Spielberg? What drove Bobby D to spark a musical revolution? When did Mary Oliver discover her knack for writing? What can we learn from those that inspire us?
Why are we here when we could be there? How do we win, lose, learn, sit back, press on, retreat, and achieve our purpose with creativity and grace? Where are we from? Where are we headed? And most importantly, how do we find the answers? Let's ask around.
My name is Matt Heerschap, and I'm a videographer, visual storyteller, so whatever means that is, but I definitely focus on film and video. The first time I picked up a camera, I knew that I wanted to creatively tell stories, however that was, and so I picked up a camera, made a video, parkour video. It was terrible.
Nice.
It was awful. But it was the best thing I've ever done. And it was the best video I'd ever made up until that point. I believe my purpose in the art world is to creatively share stories, and I think there's an important part to sharing people's stories. I love kind of delving into different art forms and different forms of video content, but whenever it comes down to it, we're always telling a story. People always have a story to tell, and so how can you creatively tell that? So it's fun to diversify and do different things. I'm happy with stuff that I made.
Yeah.
And whenever I make something, I'm like, awesome, that's cool.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm thinking, how could it have been better?
Yeah.
Next time I'm in that situation, what can I do to make it better? Yeah. And why didn't I do that? It's kind of like a no excuses policy for me, which I mean I think makes working with people better. When you don't have any excuses for yourself, then you're less defensive in your art, and you can accept more critique, constructive criticism, whatever you want to call it. I feel like I create art because I couldn't not create art. I feel like I couldn't do anything else. And that's what's so tough. Because whenever you're not creating art, you always feel like you should. When you are creating art, you feel like it's not good enough. And that's not where you want it to be. And so you're frustrated, so you're like, maybe I just need a break from this thing. I couldn't see myself doing anything else. I couldn't see myself not telling stories, not capturing the truth, not trying to be creative. Not that it always works out perfect, but like I couldn't not do it. I just have to.
Come on.
Don't be a jerk face.
This will be great. This will be the ultimate parking spot.
Don't be a jerk face.
I think we're good.
Don't be a jerk face.
Yay!
Yeah!
Sweet.
Right in front of the Brooks Brothers.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, hit the curb.
We're good.
My name is Jonathan Stiganga, and I am a freelance photojournalist and documentary videographer. I started taking photos when I was a little kid. I had a little tiny film camera from a cereal box that my grandma got, and it just progressed from there, from little digital cameras to, for family vacation things. I just love taking photos of everything. Then in college, I started seeing the beauty that photos and video can do. It can bring people into a story in a place that otherwise may never be able to experience that. Where I'm at right now as a self-employed photojournalist was totally God. I was working in a coffee shop for about 2 years, and I was there, and all of a sudden God said, quit your job. I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know about that. But God said, go for it, and so I'm all right. So I quit my job, started telling people stories. Our purpose is basically to celebrate people. Let them know that their story matters and that everyone has a story and it's worth being told. One of my goals is just to humanize the things that have been dehumanized because of personal vendettas or fears or doubts or way they grew up or stereotypes. My goal is to break those down and let people see people. I want people to know that they are valued and worth being fought for. I'm in a place where I feel like I'm in the gap for people that may not have a voice. I'm in the gap for people that feel like they're overlooked or are unseen or misinterpreted. I love to push people to believe in themselves, and through that jump into the things. Like, I used to be a person that was super shy and insecure and had no idea that I could be used or what I could do, and I ran away from my passions and my goals and who I was in that journey of rediscovering who I am, and that God created me exactly the way that I am for a reason, and this risk-taking artist that I am to jump into places that no one else will go is because God created me that way. And me doing what I do is this desire not only to shed light on issues and let people be seen, but also to like inspire someone else to, hey, like you can do the same thing too. It doesn't have to be photography, it doesn't have to be art, it can be something else, but if you're being called and this is what you're passionate about, go for it. And like, I just want people to do that and like step up in bold ways to defend people, to defend humanity, and to just following the creator of the universe and saying yes to him, saying yes to Yahweh, and see what happens. And that's what I'm just going to continue doing. If it gets into something bigger, cool, that'd be awesome. More opportunities, but if it stays the way it is right now and I'm doing this exact same thing when I'm 85 years old, I would love that. I don't care, yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's it.
Nice.
Well done. Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks for
Dude.
sharing your heart with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Super cool. All right.
I have done art my entire life, but really got serious about it in high school, and ended up going to college on an art scholarship. While I was there, I feel like as an art student, you're in it, you love it, but you have no idea what to do with it after college. And I was doing all sorts of side gigs in the beginning. I rented a studio. I think it was so cheap, and I had fluorescent lights, no windows, and I was just doing anything on the side to make it work. So babysitting, I was teaching art camps, and little by little things would sell, but it all started with people saying, this is crazy, like you're not gonna sell anything. And I think for me that was, luckily, I don't know why, but for me that fuels my fire. So I'm kind of like, I'll show you. And within a couple months, I started just really selling some things and figuring out, okay, I think I can make this work. Travel is such a huge part of my artwork that I don't know if it does this, but I hope that it can communicate or urge people to go to new locations, meet new people, get outside your bubble, kind of realize the world is such a larger place than just where you live. Art has always been that one place. It's like this zone, which I'm sure y'all know as well, but it's this zone you enter where you it's very weird, you check out, you're doing your thing, you're not even thinking about anything else. And so I think that's when I knew that it's always gonna kind of be my thing. So I sit down like every 4 months and I have a big whiteboard and I write a list of targets. So it could be anything from having coffee with Beyonce and talking to her about art to
Have you had coffee with Beyonce?
not yet, not yet.
Oh, well, Bryce, I heard Bryce said he was buying us all food.
Oh yeah.
Wow. I did hear that.
So why do we create art? Wouldn't want to do anything else.
Is that it? What's up? That was a surprise.
We're doing VOs, but they're videos.
Oh, so our faces.
Video VOs.
Yeah.
Sweet VVO.
Video.
You would not believe how much more difficult this is than an actual VO.
I believe it.